It's a great day to talk hockey with Grant McCagg on HabsCast.
It's a great day to crack a beer. Celebrate another Habs win. This is getting to be a habit. Blain, Rick, glad you could make it for a short spell here, gentlemen. 35-15, the shots on goal tonight. A dominating performance by Les Canadiens. The Bolduc curse, home curse, is over, and he doubled. He doubled, double whammy on the curse. Surely they're going to end up giving that to Beck, and that'll be his first goal. They gave it to Dobson, eh?
Yeah, they did.
But they showed, I don't know, sure looked like he got a stick on it and jammed it across. Hopefully they'll end up changing that. I mean, what, yes. The poor guy, he scores his first goal. He's, oh no, offside by a you know what hair. And then tonight, what the hell? Oh, we'll give it to Dobson. Like, he needs it worse than you, kid. Sorry, kid. No. Freaking Beck is playing well, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is.
Let's just quickly get to I'm just curious to see what were his holy frig. Jake Evans, 15 face-off wins, 2 losses. 88%. Wow. What do you think of that, lads?
I think that's good.
Yeah. Ooh, Owen Beck. Owen Beck. Oh, 25% tonight. Okay, so he's back down. He's only in the 70s now, probably, for face-off. But Cappy won some really big draws tonight. Could have had a couple of assist-off draws if Slav could have put them in there. He won some clean, clear draws tonight. That line was pretty solid again. Demi gets an assist. Cappy, as usual, the pucks goes into the offensive zone, and Cappy, he's an unselfish prick, isn't he? Every friggin' time they get a scoring chance, if it's over 30 seconds on his shift, he goes off. Oh, I'll just change, And a Demi always stays on, and then Demi gets the point. But hey, good work by that line again. I'm glad. I hope they end up giving back that, because he fully deserved. He had another solid game. He looks like this call up that he's ready for the NHL. What do you think, Rick Springhetti?
He's showing that his game is suited for the NHL, in the sense that he understands that there can't be any hesitation in anything he does, right? He's in the offensive zone, the puck gets near him, it's a shot on net. There's not gonna be any fancy schmancy plays, not gonna try to do anything else but get a shot on net. And he follows through, which is what I really like about Owen Beck. After the shot is done, he's at the net. A few times he got into the goaltender's face a little bit today. Nothing troublesome, but that's what he has. That's the way he has to play. He's going to win his face-off. So when you're a bottom line player, you got to have a role. You got to have a reason to be on the lineup. Winning face-offs, playing good D, and getting shots on nets are good things to do when you're on the fourth line. So good for him. I'm surprised, but he's getting the job done.
Yeah.
Well, he's not afraid of the dirty areas either.
No. He's playing like he's not holding on to the puck too long. And I think in some of his other times up with the team, and I even saw in the rookie tournament in preseason this year, and that just. He's not going to be a dangler at this level. He's got to be direct, just like Bolduc, really, And I felt, Bolduc was on his game right from first shift tonight, and I had a feeling he was going to get her. Break that. That shift was amazing. He got in, crunched the guys, got the puck on the cycle, made the play, went to his friggin' bumper spot that he likes, and just cranked one. That was a consummate Zachary Bolduc goal. And ones, those are the ones we want to see from him with the Montreal Canadiens. And that was an example of why the Montreal Canadiens traded for him. What your best buddy from the queue there, Blaine. What do you have to say about?
Oh yeah,
Bolduc?
best buddy. Damn, Brent
Bolduc.
Parts. No, he had a hell of a game, and yeah, that's the exact kind of hockey you want to see out of him. That he showed that when he plays that way, he does belong in that top line. He's not a passenger. He was providing exactly what he needed to provide that top line. And the second goal that he scored, that was unbelievable skill. Just to tip the puck the way he did by going to the front of the net.
Right. Yeah.
Just simple stuff. That power forward style, that's what they're looking for. And if he can do that on a more regular basis, well, I mean, this kid has top six all over him.
Well, they want a guy on that line to forecheck, go get the pucks, hit, get the puck for the other two, cycle it, make a half decent first pass, go to the shooting areas, go to the front of the net, and that's exactly how he scored his 2 goals. So, Rick, warming up to Bolduc at home there.
I'm getting there. I still would like to see him improve his D a little bit, but you got to start somewhere. And he got some really nice goals, and then he's understanding how to play the body, and he's understanding how to work with Suzuki and Caulfield. Not sure if he understood what he had to do with those guys. How could he be most effective? And I think he's learning to just get shots on nets and get into the dirty areas, because either he's going to give opportunities for Suzuki or Caulfield to get shots on nets with a screen, or he could get a rebound. And I think at first he was trying to be a little bit too clever, pass the puck like they do and move it quickly like they do. And it just really isn't his game at all. And now he's finding ways to work with them and use what he brings to the table instead of trying to adapt to them.
Yeah. Well, Caulfield was interviewed there, and he said, he playing direct, right? Like he mentioned it, like, that's what they want him to do, and that's what he does or should be doing. And I like the Kapanen line was effective again tonight. They had they didn't score a goal, but doing they're all dogs on the puck. Like one of them's going to get to the puck and turn it over at some point in the shift. And for the most part, they were pretty solid again tonight. What did you think of the top 6 in general tonight, Blaine?
I thought they dominated the game overall. Territorially, they had control. I mean, if you look at the just on the eye test, you could tell. And if you look at the advanced stats, it screams they controlled the game. I think the top 3 lines all had an expected goals for of over 70%. They created triple the high danger chances as Chicago did. And if they didn't have all those offside goals called back, it would have been a much more spread game.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was going to be more of the same there tonight. Dobie lets in the first goal on the lets in the goal on the first shot. Actually let in 2 goals on the first shot, as it turned out. Double. And I think, here we go again. But it was the night of the offside goal challenge, I guess you could say. Habs got 2 called back tonight. My favorite play, as everyone knows, in the whole world, the offside goal challenge. But anyway, it was pretty obvious that they were offside, and it's the rules, so not much you can do about it, right?
Right. I just quickly about that Kapanen, Demidov, Slavkovsky line. I was so impressed by the end of the game of Slavkovsky, right? It's like that big body just tired out the opponent. And at the end, he was just pushing them around, keeping them away from the puck. He was just going right through them. He really was incredibly strong as the game wore on. And sometimes with bigger players, you worry about that a little bit, but it was totally the contrary for Slavkovsky. He got them exhausted by the end of the game. When they were tired, they couldn't keep up. He still had that energy. I was so impressed by the way he just barreled through people. And then if he couldn't barrel through them, well, he could stick handle through them too. So What an ending for Slavkovsky. He was just fantastic, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, that and a couple of made a couple of friggin' those. You see that one there in the third period where he did the sideways thing, and then like he's just so shifty. I think as the season goes on and he just adjusts a little more and knows best when to utilize those shifty moves, you're going to see some highlight reel stuff from him in the second half here coming up. And Cappy up against Nazar there, he freaking outskated him a couple times. It was like Cappy was just friggin' wheeling tonight. Yep. And Nazar, I don't know, if it's the, oh yeah, so you traded, you could have drafted me and you traded that pick, because last year at the end, the Demidov game, he had a goal and assist. First game of the year this year, 2 assists. Tonight, scores a goal, and I'm thinking, oh frig, here we go, the Nazar show again. Eh? He's been Montreal's kryptonite the last 3 games, but without Bedard, they're just Chicago's they're falling off, and they're heavily going to be heavily into the McKenna sweepstakes, I think, at the end of the day. What do you think, lads?
Bedard's cousin? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Did you see the game last night? McKenna, showed why he's still number one on my list.
Yeah. There's still that debate about who's going to go number 1, but McKenna's still leading it a little bit. A solid World Juniors would just silence all his critics. Yeah, because people are looking for warts in his game right now.
It's coming. And it was nice. I thought Hage. What do you think of Hage's game, Rick? Did you watch it?
I was pleasantly surprised by his two-way game. That was always the worry that I had, right, when he first started off. Even in the USHL with Chicago, his two-way game was okay, but I gave him a bit of a break because, of all he'd been through, and he was coming back from that shoulder injury, and the team was god-awful, and he had nothing to work with. So fine. He struggled a little bit at the start in college hockey, but I'm pleasantly surprised by how well he did positionally at center. And I was also surprised that he was laying out hits. That wasn't something I saw a lot from him in the past, but he was getting in there a little bit physically, and that was really, really good to see. I think he really solidified his spot in the top 6 on this tournament, and I think the coaching staff, is going to give as respect for him. They've used him a lot at the end of the game and in important situations, and Misa's going to come in. But I think when Misa comes back, it's not going to be to stack the first line. I think it's going to be to balance out the top 2 lines. And I hope that Age stays on that line and they don't move that and have Misa play with other players. I think that'll be a good idea for Canada, because what they do have better than anybody else, I think, is depth. They have quality, but they have good depth on that team if everybody plays the way they can.
Yeah, well, if you watched my afternoon podcast, I explained why Hage should stay on that top line. I think for balance reasons, like he's better defensively right now than Michael Misa. Misa's 18 years old. Yeah, he played in the NHL this year, but typically you've got a 19-year-old on your top line, at least one. Usually it's like 3. And, McKenna's in his draft year. Martin was just drafted. He's 18. Have the 19-year-old center with him. He looks. He looked. He was physical. His skating obviously stands out at this level at this time. I've been impressed with the improvements in his defensive game when I watched him in college this year, and last night we got a good glimpse of it. And I think with being thrown out there with the score 2-1 for the last 38 seconds that he was on the ice, tells me that Hunter's been impressed with his defensive game, and that he's gonna. I think it's hard to I think you have to have a line play together from the start of camp, if you can, and get them used to playing with each other instead of just bringing in a guy, and just like they have Kapanen and Cappy and Demidov together right from the rookie tournament on. Get them used to playing each other, go through it. I think, I mean, why fix what's not broken, right? This line, they scored both goals. They were the best line. Keep them together. Bring Mies in. Put them with like Martone and Iginla or something for your other scoring line. And that's a pretty nice top six. What do you think, Blaine?
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't have to label a line first line, second line. The top
Oh,
six itself.
yeah,
If fans really want to just kind of drag down Hage so they can build up another group, that's fine. Doesn't matter. I agree that keeping a line together from the pre-tournament here would work out best, especially with a short tournament, building some chemistry. I mean,
yes,
that line dominated that game. I know it was a 2-1 game, but it should have been a lot worse.
yeah,
Canada should have walked away with that. But
yeah,
and they only gave up that one goal in a 5-on-3. So at
yeah,
five on
right.
five, they controlled the game.
Yep. And Hage had I showed highlights of him in the, I got highlights on the, you might want to watch it later, folks. But he had a shot in the slot there. The goalie made a great save with his pad. That was labeled a great shot. And then the friggin' empty net, and he missed on that, or he could have had a couple himself there. So he didn't get an assist on the first goal. Should have, though. I thought, like,
Yeah,
he got it up,
of
and
course.
Yeah.
it touched the defenseman's stick, but it went right to McKenna. And but anyway, in my mind, he got 2 assists because he got the outlet pass on the first one, made a really nice play on the second. I mean, all three of them made nice plays, but
Yeah,
you know, the commentators talk more about McKenna's play and then the Deke, but that was a really nice quick give and go with McKenna and him to start the play. So
yeah,
I really liked Hage's game, and I'd be shocked if he's not top six, one of the top 2 centers for this tournament. And I mean, to start it at least, we've seen before, right, that guys that start these tournaments as the top 2 centers don't always end them. If they're playing well, yeah, he'll be top 2 center the whole way through. If they're struggling, well, they'll mix it all up because they've got so many other choices. Like Luchenko was was in the NHL to start the year, right? And
yeah,
so I mean, Rashny, Coots, they're all good players, but
yeah.
the cuts today, Jake O'Brien, it's surprising the top 2 scorers in the OHL get cut by the OHL coach, right?
Well,
But
look at who the top scorer was last year. He didn't make the team.
what's
Scored a
that?
goal per game. Misa.
Yeah. Oh no, I know. Yeah, last year he didn't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So
Yeah,
I
And
think they're going
Seneca,
for a streak on this.
yeah, and Seneca didn't make it last year either.
No.
And
Deserved to be there.
yeah, Perek wasn't on it last year either, and he should have been there because when Schaefer got hurt, then they didn't have a power play guy. I noticed this year though that they invited all the top picks. They didn't make that mistake again.
Yeah.
you know, but O'Brien, who was a very high pick, got cut. But I don't have a lot of. The only question I had with the picks was Pickford not being there, but might be a little biased about that one.
I thought an invitation would have been warranted. I mean, he's been
Yeah.
that dominant. He hasn't been just good. He's been lights out good, like ridiculous.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he should have been invited. And as for Jake O'Brien, I think part of the problem too is he's I think he seems to be a slow developer physically, and I think there's probably a little bit more growth in that sense. And
Next
I
year.
think I could see him being like a killer next year for that team, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna grow into that frame a little bit more, and he's gonna be really dominant. And I think also it was a bit of a tough time for him to find a role on this team this year because if he's not in the top 6, he's really gonna have a problem a little bit. So I think it made sense to send him down, and that's fine. It's a one-time thing. He'll be back next year really strong. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. Good stuff. Engstrom and Beck both robbed on their on the same shift. They're going for their first goal.
Yeah.
I think it was the defenseman or whatever saved Beck's shot. He had it like the rebound came to him, and he couldn't put it in. But Engstrom had a good shot. Engstrom's been He looks like an NHLer. He doesn't look out of
Yeah.
place.
Totally.
Comfortable.
Yeah. Any further thoughts on Engstrom? Either of you guys? Struble. Struble got benched. He didn't play hardly at all in the third period. So
he
Totally
was having
deserved.
a hard time early.
he had a couple of I mean, I don't know. Like, he made the hit. I don't necessarily blame him on that. Like, maybe he shouldn't have hit the guy, but Slav was a little lackadaisical getting there. You know, you have to know that the defenseman is going to step up and make the hit at those times. Certainly Slav would, if it would have been him going towards the guy. And Struble did lay out a couple of good hits in the first at the start of the game, and I thought he started okay, but there were a few. I don't know. Him and Dobson didn't seem like it was a good pairing. That was a one-time only experiment, I think. Right, Rick?
I think it's just because of the injuries, and they're missing guys. And Struble was a little bit uncomfortable there because he was out of place a bunch of times. He gave the puck away. What was it, 3 or 4 times twice in his own zone. So yeah, I can totally understand being benched near the end. Whereas Engstrom just made simple, straightforward plays, made the safe play each time quickly.
Yeah.
So he's going to get played more.
Go ahead.
And I think the problem with Struble is that the biggest sin, I think, for Marty St. Louis is not properly managing the puck. And I think Struble, that's what he had trouble with today, was puck management was not the best. He was struggling. Right. He was rimming the puck off the boards a little bit weakly at times, or then a pass off the boards that was not really precise that led to turnovers. And the problem with him is that he's not a bad skater, but he's not a great puck handler that could get away out of trouble. Where with Engstrom, when he's pressured, he could skate himself out of trouble at least, or he could pass himself out of trouble, where Struble can't make any mistakes with the way he moves the puck because he can't stick handle himself out of trouble. He can't generate that speed to get away from opponents. He doesn't have that vision to spot the open man. Engstrom does. He's going to give the team a lot of headaches when Goulet comes back and Matheson is going to be back, and I don't know what they're going to do with that. Or it's going to be a fantastic trade chip, because boy, I'm sure every other team is noticing that right now. Teams that are looking to trade players for youngsters have definitely noticed how good Engstrom has been for the Habs. I'm sure of it. Yeah.
Well, you got any parting remarks there, Blain? I know you have to get rolling.
Yeah, I got a nice and early day for my last day before the holiday season kicks off.
Okay.
My last thought really is that the Canadiens picked a great time to win, because everybody they were chasing in the standings tonight lost.
Nice.
Ottawa lost? Chasing. Okay.
Chasing. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they're not worried about the dog running behind them, going after the fire hose there.
Yeah, no, those guys like 20 points behind them. No, why would they be worried about them? Those guys, right?
No, Boston, Tampa,
right?
They've all lost, so they get to move up a little bit. They're in the top 3 in their division again.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks
it's a good win.
Stealing my thunder for going over the out of town scoreboard, but that's fine. That's why
I'm here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, thank you. No, yes, that's a very good point, Blain. And on that note, we'll let you go, my friend. And
all right, I'm going to sail away now.
Yeah. Hey, so you doing a lot of coaching with your time off, or skills coaching? No. What are you going to be doing? No. You're going to be coming on the HabsCast after games.
Yeah.
Good.
I've got several bottles of duty free that I'm going to have to inspect.
Oh, okay. Okay. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make sure when I invite you on, it's not the nights that you're, somebody just sent $20. Okay. We'll have to have a look at that. I'm sorry. I'm a little distracted. Yeah. I was going to say, I don't know if that was for you or not. Okay, well, we'll get you off here right now, so
Okay.
you can't claim it. Listen, okay, my friend, maybe
Thanks a
Saturday
lot,
night
guys.
or anyways, you're always welcome, and maybe we'll try
Much
to get
appreciated.
you and Treg on sometime. Do a double
Well, let's not get crazy now.
header. Sailor on each side of me.
Right?
No, you think he'd come on?
I don't know. That's
Oh, I know he'd come on.
oh, he'd come on. Yeah,
Yeah,
getting him to wear a shirt would be a hard thing, though.
that's right. He's chomping at the bit to be on, I'm sure. Okay. Well, yeah, that's right. That you'd have to tell him that he has to wear a shirt if he comes on, all right?
Clothing optional. Sorry, Treg.
Okay, my friend. Thanks as always. And Rick, can you stick around for a little bit more? Or?
Yeah, I could do another 10 minutes or so, man. I'd be happy to do that.
Oh my God, these guys, they can only handle me for a half hour tops. Okay, bye, Sailor Joe. Yeah, just a sec here. I'm curious. Donnie McCaskill. He's up in Nunavut.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Appreciate hockey chat and beers. Continue with WJ chat if you can. Blaine, appreciate your East Coast points. Thunder. Rick, always thoughts to digest. There you go.
Hey, thank you. Wow.
Yeah. Very good. I just realized that I have my I don't even have my webcam on. I have my computer laptop. That's probably why I was a little darker.
Okay.
Doesn't look too bad.
No.
Maybe me being in the dark isn't a terrible thing. So Quinn Hudson scored his first goal in the NHL tonight. Yeah. And I know his dad, I mean, last year he was all over the place, right? Quinn got called up to the Edmonton and he saw his first game, and World Juniors, he's following Cole, and of course Lane, he was at all sorts of games, and just the travel miles were crazy for him last year, and probably for Quinn's call up, I don't know if he went to see his first game back this year or not, but I thought he might be at the game tonight. Anyways, I asked him if he saw it live, and he said no. Said 2 TVs on tonight, so he's watching. So he probably saw the goal right on his TV live,
right?
But yeah, watching Lane and watching Quinn. Sorry, and so Quinn gets his first goal tonight in the NHL. Pretty cool. On the same night that maybe Owen Beck gets, we'll see. Yeah, it looked like he hit his glove, but I don't know. It looked like his stick was under the glove. We'll see. They might. I hope that they.
I hope so too. Yeah, come on.
They end up giving it to him. If it wasn't for him, it doesn't go in the net. So.
Yeah.
Don, I really appreciate the $20
awesome
donation. That's much appreciated, and kind words for the other 2 guys. It's great. Great. Somebody's got to do it, because I'm not going to freaking compliment these guys.
No, he never does.
They already know I love them. Mark, $5. Great to have all 3 of you this evening.
Thank you, Mark.
We're down to 2. Did you want to change that to 333 or something, Mark? Too late. Thank you. Yeah. So Laval loses 5-2 tonight.
Okay.
Samuel Montembeault faced 24 shots, let in 4, so that's an .833. He's being consistent. At least he's being consistent, keeping the same save percentage in the AHL as a NHL. There's talk about him being back this weekend. I don't know. I'd keep him for the full 2. I'd keep him as long as you can down there. I'd give him the full 14 days and see if by the 5th game or whatever that he's starting to find his game a little bit. Because, I mean, I didn't see the game tonight, but giving up 4 goals against AHL players in 24 shots is on the surface doesn't seem that good. So
No, but at the same time, I still think they got, I think, 3 players suspended, and I think they got like all their best players are in Montreal right now with Beck up and Engstrom up, and so there's a lot missing. So I'd be curious to see the goals and to see what happened or how this happened.
yeah,
The only problem I think is that they're only allowed to keep him down for two games. They can't keep him up longer than that. So he might
I
get
think-
called up but not see any actions with Montreal. Unfortunately, I think that's going to be the situation. With
I read
the
5 games or 2 weeks is the rule.
it's
or
5
what I
games.
read.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, maybe I misunderstood then.
which would make sense if you can be down for 2 weeks. 5 games.
Okay.
You can't play more than 5 games. I might be wrong on that, but that's what I read.
Okay.
But Davidson, they got to do something with Davidson here. I don't like him. He's still with he never got sent back down, right?
No, not that I know of. No.
Well, he's too young to be sitting in the stands. He needs to be playing. And if you're not going to play him, and I guess Texier and Beck have beat him for a spot, bring him, send him down and bring up, I don't know, whoever, Mianscom or somebody, and sit him in the stands, for a couple of weeks. Let him practice with the team, but don't have. It's got to be probably a half dozen games now that he's sat, or we played once in the last.
I think he had played recently, but
once
otherwise,
in the last 8.
Yeah,
like that,
especially the games at Montreal, like just send him down to Laval. Then I mean, the games at Montreal, if you need him, you could just get to him right away. It's not complicated, and God knows Laval needs him right now too. So he would have played a lot of minutes in Laval right now. So I agree with you.
Yeah, they got it. Oh, you agree with me? Good. Oh, that's good. We'll keep you on for another 5 minutes then. I was going to say bye, Rick, because you weren't agreeing with me enough, but all right.
Right.
So
I got my job back.
Yeah, that's right. 1 shot in the first 13:45 for the Hawks tonight. 2 in the first period, and then it came out in the second period, and I'm thinking, oh, here we freaking go. They had 3 shots in the first 90 seconds of the second period, and I thought, oh, second period at home, here we go.
There we go.
Yeah. They're going to score like 4 goals.
I didn't love Montreal's game in their own zone until the Dobson penalty in the second. It's surprising when I saw that they only had 2 shots, Chicago, because I thought they should have had a lot more. Montreal they weren't getting to the center of the ice, but I thought Chicago controlled the pace a little bit too much in Montreal's zone. Montreal struggled to get the puck, gain possession, and get the puck out of their zone a little bit. And then after the Dobson penalty, they really tightened up and gave nothing at all to Chicago. I guess Montreal bent a little bit more than I would have liked, but they didn't break. And at the end of the day, they did a great job. But it could have been worse for Montreal, I find, in the first period. The stats were more complimentary to the game than what I saw myself in the first period, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I just switched her to my other camera there. And
there we go.
I'm a little lighter now. A little more lighthearted. No, I agree. I agree completely there, Rick. And I don't know, has there been any update on Matheson that you've heard?
No, the only thing they kept saying is that it's not going to be a long absence. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Did Mark sent 5? 5 and 2. Okay. Here's a toonie for the duo left. Oh, there you go. Right on, Mark. I appreciate it. So down to 1, you're going to give me a loony? Okay. Well, that's cool. Safe to say Engstrom's ahead of Struble right now, and in the coach's good graces.
Yes.
Now, I mean, Arbor was okay tonight. Like the other guys played okay. Lane's just Lane. By the way, Lane Hudson has the most assists by a defenseman in 2025 now. He's up to 62.
Nice.
That's the most of any NHL defenseman. And this is a guy who has played in the NHL a year and a half. He's not freaking wild.
Incredible. Just incredible. And
Right.
Carrier played really well. I think his minutes were pretty high up there, if I'm not mistaken, too. I was pleasantly surprised by Carrier tonight. He played really well.
Yeah. No, Carrier, 24-58 tonight. He
Wow.
was solid for sure. What did Struble end up with? Okay, he got over 10 minutes, but it was predominantly in the first two periods, obviously. Galley, 10-20. Is every goal that Gallagher scores challenged, or is that just a NHL rule, or what's the deal on that, eh?
I don't know, man, but I liked this game tonight. It was only 10 minutes, but he was moving his feet better than I've seen in a while tonight. He was on there tonight. He was really good. I liked this game quite a bit.
All four lines were fine tonight, and hey, they weren't playing a powerhouse, but that the Evans line seems to be. Texe was his quietest game out of the last 5, I guess, but he's good at cycling the puck and pretty good at protecting the puck along the boards. For a guy that's not overly physical, he protects the puck pretty well and is good on the cycle. His quietest probably, but that line has been pretty solid since Texe came on. I think that they'll make a good fourth line when injuries are back and stuff, and you say, okay, have those three as your fourth line. They're not going to kill you, out there.
No.
But Beck is making he's going to make it difficult to send back down when the healthy players get back, but he might be a victim of the numbers again because he can still go down without being eligible on waivers, right?
Right. I wonder too, when we talked about his game being more direct in the NHL, maybe the problem for Beck when he goes to the American Hockey League is that there's this idea that you have to be dominant in the American Hockey League before you get called up, and maybe he's changing his game up in the American Hockey League to show more skills, to be more dominant offensively, to get that call up. And it hurts his game at the end of the day. We're playing in the NHL and simplifying it. It works to his strengths a lot more, and then he becomes a bit more effective. So, and that once in a while that happens. It might be a bit overblown, but once in a while, a player's game is overall best suited for the NHL than the American Hockey League, and maybe we're seeing a little bit of that with Beck because he's, when his first call up he did really well. His second was a bit more of a struggle, but now I think he really understands what he needs to do to stay in the NHL, and he's playing to his strengths.
Yeah. Good points, Rick. As always, thanks for coming on. We'll let you go.
Thanks,
I know you got to get at it early again in the morning too.
Yes.
You don't have to go sailing, but off to the hospital.
Absolutely.
Listen, really appreciate you coming on, and
Thank you.
And great insight as always. And
Thanks.
we got to talk about the World Junior Challenge. I have to apologize for you went in a snowstorm and then we didn't end up talking about it here the night. I didn't ask you about any of the players. Like, hello. Anyway, ran out of time, ran out of memory.
No problem at all.
Anyway, I talked to Simon.
Great interview. I loved it. It was a lot of fun.
Yesterday. Oh, did you see his?
Yeah, I saw that. I was really excited.
I did not know that he had made movies. I did not know that. I honestly didn't. So it was had a little fun with it, but
great guy, great guy.
Yeah, Simon took it well. All right, Rick.
Right. Thank you, Grant.
Yeah, bonsoir, and we'll talk to you very soon. And we'll get your thoughts on Alexander Command because I know people need to hear about it. Okay.
Absolutely. Thanks for everything, Grant. Have a great night. Bye, everyone.
Okay. Bye, Rick. Rick Springhetti. Two great guys. I love both of them. They're like brothers to me. I don't have any brothers, but if I did, I'd want it to be Rick and Blain. Fort George, Lane is insane. Hey, thanks for the 5 spot there, Fort George. You're that's really appreciated. The toonie from Mark, of course, and Francois. Toonie for the win. HabsCast for the win. Hey, right on. You guys are really making this fun. I appreciate the support, the financial support a lot. Yeah, so I'll get back to the stats here for a bit. Look at a couple more things. Where is this? We'll do this and do this. Okay. Suzuki +3, goal and assist, making his claim for the Olympic team, and so is Lane. Right? How can you not invite him to the camp? I mean, come on. The most assists by defenseman in 2025 in the whole NHL, and he's not going to be even an invite to the American team. They've got to invite him. Surely the hell. His defensive game is fine. In fact, it's above average at this point. He's even starting to kill penalties. He's so effective. So I don't know. I think that they would be Quinn Hughes or not. I mean, hey, the GM of the Minnesota Wild has a 5'9" guy, and he traded for a 5'10" guy. He's got 2 guys under 5'10" or under. If he thinks he can win with a 5'10" and a 5'9" defenseman on Minnesota, does he not think he could win with a 5'10" defenseman on the Olympic team? I don't know. I'd be inviting Lane. Don't forget, again, these guys got to help get you to the gold medal too, right? They'll be playing like Latvia, Kazakhstan, like teams like that. You don't think Lane could friggin' run the power play, the second power play, with Quinn run the first? Anyway, I would be inviting him too. But we'll see. Doesn't seem like it's going to be happening. Hits tonight. Owen Beck, he schmucked the guy in the corner. Did you see that one? It was beauty. He was physical tonight. Valeno again with 4 hits. He's always right at the top. Stroobs had 3 in 10 minutes. He was physical, and I like that part of his game. I don't know. I didn't think he struggled horribly, but I may have missed a few shifts there. Slav and Demidov, hey, 5 shots. Cappy with 3. So that line had 13 shots on goal tonight. That's awesome. They did everything but score a goal, and that's fine. Keep friggin' working hard, and the goals will come. Nice to see Cappy bounce back in the face-off circle tonight. He was he won some really nice draws back to Slav, and Slav should have had a goal or 2 tonight, but that's fine. Evans, that's just beastly. 15 wins, 2 losses, 88%. Love to see it. And Nick bounced back. He's had a few poor ones lately, but tonight 53%, and the team overall 66% in the face-off dot, which is good. Other notable times on ice: Dobson 22, Carrier, so 25 for Carrier. And what did Lane play up? Okay, 26-19, leading all. No surprise that Lane led the team in ice time. He's a machine, the young man. Struble with three giveaways. I must have missed. I must have missed the last 1 or 2, and that would have been why he rode The Pine. Darren Boyce reposted this stream. All right, Darren. Thank you. Darren and Rocco are on with me once in a while. I had them on a couple weeks ago talking about the draft. Darren's a good lad, even if he is a Sens fan. All right, let's get to some. Let's get to a few. I got to turn this down a bit now. It's too bright. Let's get to a few comments from folks here. We got a pretty good crowd in here tonight. 68 in the live chat. If you're watching this on X, hop on over to YouTube, hop on over to my channel, press like, join the live chat, and give us your thoughts on the game. I'll try to get to them in the live chat here. The freaking offside video replay without any impact on the play. Yeah. Well, you heard my rant about that a week ago. I'm not gonna, don't get me going. Hey, they won the game, so that's life. Suzuki with the big block. Yeah, that was cool. Well, I'm happy with Dobson's goal. Not sure. I like a defenseman going to the net twice in the third period while we have a 1-goal lead. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. Although they were so friggin' dominant, I guess they needed another goal because you just had this weird feeling that, you're only up by a goal and you should be up by about 5. Spencer Knight, by the way, stood on his head tonight. He had Caulfield's number too. He would know Cole's tendencies, right? They played together for 2 years on the development team, and they do the thing that players do more than anything with the development team is practice, and he would know Cole pretty well, and you could see that he kind of had his number there tonight, but Cole will get him next time, maybe. Demidov on fire tonight, been looking better each game with lots of jump. The points will keep coming. Yeah. Yep. Hudson also showing a masterclass tonight as usual. Yes, Samurai Knight. He is those are and Slav, right? 3 guys and they're all under 23. Like, the future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. Maybe I will next game. Really want to see Reinbacher get the call up. Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to get to, and with Struble kind of sitting on the bench now, Matheson, is he not? If he's another few days, maybe now's the time to do it, right? Call up the backer, give him a look, see how he looks. You can get Hudson over on the left side, right? Hudson replacing Struble on the left side. That's an upgrade, right? So, yeah, I would be game for that. Pittsburgh this weekend. Yeah, I hope he gets called up. Well, I hope Matheson's back, but Chicago's so bad without Bedard that he might be able to ask for $20 million for 8 years. Yeah, well, he's going to get close to that. Another bad match from Struble, got benched in the third. Having some issues with the puck moving at times. Texier should have had 2 assists tonight. Yeah, goals called back. That's true. Yeah, he was. I guess if that's true, because they said, "Oh, his point streak's up to 5." No, not so fast. The goal's called back. That's true. Am I the only one that feels as if any other team we most likely would have lost with all the mistakes we made? Well, it wasn't a Picasso, but 15 shots against it. I think they outplayed them by quite a bit. Poor Beck, that first goal, just want to stick for him. Yeah, I know. Engstrom looked pretty damn good on the right side tonight. Oh, yeah. Okay. Get that little note in there, eh, Pierre? Yeah, he looked all right. But basically against an AHL team, we'll see. We'll see how he looks there against a half-decent team. See how he looks against Crosby. Not sure about mistakes. True, Slav and Struble did a few, but we had a good match. Yeah, I didn't think it was, I mean, 15 shots against. You can't say that it was a mistake-riddled game. I don't know. It's hard to tell whether he touched the puck or not there. I say you go with he touched the puck. Good evening. Monty's time is over. Another team will likely take a chance on him. Lit up. They lost 5-2. Yeah, I think the fifth goal, I'm pretty sure he was pulled for that one. But still, 4 goals, 24 shots. Beck might eventually turn Evans into a trade chip, as I think his ceiling is higher. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Yeah, no goals on the power play, but it was good again. They were moving the puck well. People are already giving excuses for Monty tonight. They're saying he's the reason it wasn't 10-2. Oh, well. Did he let in 5 or 4? Because I assume that they pulled the goalie, and when I looked at the AHL stats, it had him as giving up 4, but Edmonton might need to take a swing on him. Jerry's injured already. Oh, no. Second line tonight, but this trio of dogs in sight. Thank you, Don. And we appreciate the kind words. This is a must-not-lose game, and our boys did it. Yep, they had to win tonight. You're right. Mark of the Vatican Beast. Something is really wrong with Montembeault. Does he have personal issues? It's not normal that after having a reasonably good season last year that he would fall this way. No, he's not the first goalie it's happened to, unfortunately. It does happen. And just having trouble seeing the messages here tonight. I might have to do this. Beck has 4 goals and has none. Wayner. My prediction is after the Olympics, Demidov comes back and lights up the league. I think so. Yeah. He's just starting to scratch the surface. Yeah, Wayne, it wasn't obvious to me. With Struble, I must have missed it too. But he did have 3 giveaways, so that must have been it. Bit sad seeing comments against the goalie for a game these guys haven't watched. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know how Monty played. All I know is that he's in the AHL and he, 833 save percentage is not what you were hoping for, right? Well, 833. I don't need to watch a full game to know that Monty's 833 save percentage in the AHL is pitiful. Well, we'll see we'll have to see the highlights, but yeah. I puked on myself after watching that buffoon play for the Habs this season. Yeah, well, Monty's a good guy. Don't have to be that hard on him, but yeah, he's not playing well this year. Yeah, Jack Campbell's a good example of a guy that he had a few. Yeah, I noticed one, but I missed a couple. Maybe you're the reason he can't stop. Okay, guys, get along now. We can all get along here. Yeah. All right. We'll just get over the yeah. Okay, Jake, it's okay, buddy. Don't don't bring out the French card on it there. That's not why people are sticking up for him. I'm not French, and you did get a little bit personal. You don't have to. Don't have to get angry, okay? Let's all get along, folks. Yeah, question for Blain. Sorry, I didn't see it in time to ask him, but I've crapped on Matson enough times. He does more than good. Yeah. Okay, guys. Yeah. We'll just skip over some of those. You guys can get it sorted out. I've been in Engstrom's corner ever since. Yeah. Well, hey, had to see it at the NHL level, right? I mean, I don't like this group. There's not enough jam there, but you know, if he can handle the physical part of it, we'll see. He plays against some physical teams. He's been sheltered for the most part against third and fourth lines. So, a guy can look a lot better against third and fourth lines than he can against good lines, but a good start for him, and hopefully he can keep it up. He's certainly, always had the skill and the skating. I mean, I was a fan of his. In his draft year, I liked him quite a bit, and then the next year, watching him, and he really made strides in the SHL, and he's a fine looking young prospect, and now, right today, when it comes to Habs, you're never in the dark. Yeah, well, I got it sorted out. I got it on the right camera there. Scrambling after the game because I come on, I have to get stats, I have to get cameras ready, I have to get my beer, get set up, and I'm noticing quite a few people are on, and I didn't check to see if my webcam was on. It doesn't tell you, unfortunately, always. The NHL brass should consider making the blue line 6 inches wider. There would be any, yeah. Good idea, Fort George. Make those friggin' blue lines wider, or just eliminate the damn thing altogether. Yeah, Engstrom was good again tonight. Good early returns. We'll see when when he starts playing a little bit against some good lines and stuff. I hope he can still, because he hasn't looked out of place for sure. Knight pushed the puck in his own net. He was good. The Rocket are off tomorrow until the 28th. Reinbacher time. 3 games or 14? Okay, I read somewhere it said 5, but maybe the NHL brass should consider making the blue line. Yeah, exactly. Lane Duck Goalie. Goalie has been practicing again. And I guess what? not till after Christmas for Doc, but after Christmas, they're not saying after, next year. So, hey, maybe, right? Maybe. Mark, holy goalie. Grant needs an assistant to help him sit up after the games. Let's see if we can get him a few more donations. There you go. If I can get my Chester, train Chester. Dano Texe Bolduc. I don't know about Dano. I'm a little, guys can lose it in their 30s. It can be sudden sometimes. I might have to go look at a game of his, do a scouting report, put it up on the Patreon page. Maybe he'll surprise me like Stamkos did, but I don't know. NHL freeze. Oh, that's a good point. On the 20th, so moves will be made before. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Marco down there, work with him for a week or two. I'd keep him the full 2 weeks. I would keep him the full 2 weeks. I would. Keep working on his game. Such a generous community here. Yes, it is. I think we almost got Grant up to 100 the other night. $85. I added it up. $85 you guys contributed. Wow. That was something. The cool limey, eh? Fella from Britain, $10, 10 pounds twice, which came up to $36. But, yeah, and then Donnie with the 20. Yeah, that was pretty exciting. $85 in donations on a weekday, no less. Tuesday. Up over may make $1,000 on YouTube this month, which, I mean, it's getting there. Baby steps. Tell me why, when Chicago goal was refused for goaltender interference, wasn't a player penalized on that play? Yeah. And why the freaking refs? Can the refs ever make the call on the Habs to begin with, or do they have to challenge it every time? You know what I mean? I mean, the obvious call on that was no goal, interference, but they didn't make it, and Marty has to friggin' challenge it. That one was pretty obvious. When people get healthy, who goes? Yeah, Don. Well, I was kind of asking. I don't know. Well, obviously Davidson. Veleno's probably out of the lineup. Beck's already kind of taken his center spot there, although somebody's got to kill penalties. But yeah. And does Laine get a spot? Oh, I noticed you didn't mention Laine, but then Gooley comes in. Well, Struble, I guess, right now is in the doghouse. Struble and Jackeye are the most likely to come out. Gooley Engstrom might be, what you get Engstrom with Carrier, Gooley with Hudson, and Matheson and Dobson. That might be the top six if Engstrom keeps playing well. Then you play tougher teams and you got to bring in one of the other guys. They're going to need players who can slip in and out of coverage. Insane Lane is not on the team. They're crazy. Yeah, you mean the yeah. And World Juniors, hey, I think the Canadians, they bounce back this year. Their lineup's just too strong. They'll bounce back and be in the medal games this year. I'd be really surprised if they aren't. Blain went from -13 to -8. He's winning faceoffs and throwing the body and plays good PK. Yeah, well, it's tough. I guess that's good, right? You want it to be tough decisions to have to take a guy out. Bedard is a one-man team. Well, he is the main man. I wonder how many awards Lane will have to get, how many records he'll need to break before he gets his respect. Still far too many talking about him being a small defenseman. Well, I mean, I guess if you keep winning awards, you've got respect from someone, the media at least. For Christmas, I'm asking for a framed hotel shot of Dobish on a bed. There you go. Yeah, that's funny. I love this. I love doing this. This is fun. I mean, hey, what a freaking job, eh? Talk hockey. Watch the Habs talk hockey. Blessed. Struble takes sloppy penalties at the worst time. Yeah, well. Christmas plans, Don. I'm heading up to Nunavut. I'm gonna go see you, buddy. All those donations you made, I got enough money saved up. Go do some cross-country skiing up in the Arctic. What am I doing? Hope to do some skiing. Friggin' weather here, raining now, so that screwed it all up. Go see my mom. She's 88. Boxing Day. We'll have a nice Christmas dinner here. Go see mom. Go visit some family. Maybe, hopefully see my sisters, and we don't, nice Christmas day at home with the family, and do a little skiing and watching a lot of hockey. The World Junior gets started. Doing my podcasts just takes up a lot of my time. Just the usual hockey family. Yeah. Samurai night, off to bed. Okay, my friend. See you Saturday. Texier, Evans, Anderson being affected together, something I could never have dreamed of. Still wondering if it sticks. Well, so far, seems to be working. Chester, yeah. Well, can you hear him? I think the young lad's home, so I'm going to have to wrap it up fairly soon because he'll want to be gaming here. 8-hour shift. Chester's upstairs. He won't go downstairs. Yeah. Okay. You've been watching Dano. And I mean, geez, no goals. 30 games. 5 assists. Chester and assistant. Official mascot. Line A's goals will benefit the Habs. Probably, but he wasn't getting them before. Ken Dryden was great in net tonight for the Habs. Okay, Maurice Rose, sure. Picking Lane the second round. Yeah, sure. Good for your fantasy league. Not bad. LJ Mooney and Cole Hutz on the ice might give an idea of what he'd look like with Lane. Yeah. The Habs were sloppy in the first 5 minutes. 2 giveaways behind the net, but got better. There you go. That kind of sums things up, eh? Did okay. Anything else, folks? We might have to wrap this one up here. So I don't know if I'm doing one tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a scouting video and put up something in the afternoon. A scouting video of some sort, and then Saturday night, right? Liam's going to do it in Montreal Forum on Saturday morning, so we'll get that up. I'll be on here Saturday night. And Johnny, you always, when I say I'm leaving, you always have a question for me, eh, buddy? Hadn't seen anything from you. Could I see Struble being traded? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I could see Engstrom being traded. I could see Struble being traded. Yeah. Yeah, that could happen. Really appreciate your show, Grant. Thank you for hosting this wonderful HabsCast. Great group of regulars, too. Yeah, for sure. Good group. I, you know, as a rule, I like Jake, too. Jake's pretty good. Just, you know, a little passionate. And sometimes we all are. You know, I don't think... hey, once in a while, we get revved up. And just come back next time in a little better frame of mind. And everybody, no harm, no foul, right? Okay, folks. Young lad's here. I'm gonna let him. Come down and game. Thanks again. Great group. Good numbers. Thank you for the donations. $50. Oh my God, Don. So okay. So purple is $50. All right. I don't suspect I'll be seeing too many of those. Don, that's, yeah. I guess they pay well up in Nunavut. Bailey's for Christmas. You know what? I will get a bottle of Bailey's and you know, do a show with Liam with our Baileys, coffee and Baileys. Holy frig. You know what? We're like another 80, 70, 75, another $85 night. Thanks to Don. I don't know what to say. That blows me away. I don't know. Might have hit the 100 mark tonight. Damn close. Like 85, $90. Oh boy. All right. Finishing my beer. Never seen this color before. No, I know. Yeah, it might be like 87. Might be like $87, $92 or something like that. New set a new record. Where's cool guy 5 pounds and I'd be I'd hit 100. You know what? I've got another beer here. I'm gonna open it up. The young lad's got to make. The young lad has to make something to eat anyway. I wasn't gonna have another beer, but I'm $50 richer. What the hell? Another 5-10 minutes, guys. If anybody wants to still, you got any burning questions? I always feel a little guilty leaving. So what did Pascal Vincent not seeing Engstrom anytime soon? Yeah. Hey, Pierre, you know, Pierre was on, was right about Engstrom being ready. You don't know till you see it, right? I mean, I thought he was ready. I just didn't know if with Gouli out of the lineup, if that was going to if there was going to be enough physicality in there. But Engstrom's holding his own. He's not going to be a punishing defenseman, but frig, he's such a smooth skater, and he's he's smart. He's always been a pretty smart player, and his one-on-one defending's good. He gets to pucks, gets them out before he gets hit, so he's not taking a lot of punishment because of his mobility and his intelligence. Yeah, he's looking. He looks like an NHL defenseman all day. Absolutely, positively. Now Grant will need to run another hour. Well, a little while anyway, guys. I got a beer on the go. Oh, Mark. Oh, God. Thanks, Mark. Yeah. You should have just sent me 10 pounds. Start of the night. Kept you busy. Hey, no problem, Pierre. You were good enough there when, we had our little difference and we got it all sorted out and you were good about it. Bolduc had a breakout night game tonight. I thought so. Rick with the spoil, his defensive play. Wasn't that bad. I didn't think it was that bad tonight. He did what he has to do. The defensive part of it will come. That's all. I think he had a breakout game. I really did. Was happy for him tonight. Doing it at home, right? I mean, holy frig. That was awesome. And Beck, I wish he would have got that goal because he deserves one big time. I'm just adding this up. 87, 89. $94. Just seeing if I hit the 100 mark here. That'd be pretty cool. $94. Wow. All-time mark, friends. Okay. Get back here. Beck scored. Yeah, did they change it officially? I haven't looked. It would be nice if they officially changed the goal to Beck. I'll tell you that. Did he, was he first in the lineup when they went? Oh, no, they're still saying Dobson. Didn't even give him a point, eh? Nick, nice to see Nick starting to score. He wasn't popping too many goals there at one point, but the points are starting to come for him now. Hudson has to be. He's got to be in the. He's got to be in there for defensive score now, right? Points. Let's just quickly have a look here. I've got McDavid in the pool. Looked like McKinnon was running away with it. I'm glad to see him catching up. Nick is 17th in scoring now. Not too shabby. Third most points by a Canadian player in the calendar year. Cole is 31 with 34 points, 17 assists. Not just a one-dimensional player, is he? Lehner's top 50. He's tied for 40th in points. Not great, eh? So Bouchard's ahead of him. Makar, obviously, Werenski. So 4th in defense scoring. Young lad, and he's just a young lad. So sky's the limit for Lane Hudson. Might be a Norris Trophy in his future. Sheldon, you got her up to 100, eh? There you go. $100 day. Wow. That's rock and roll, my friends. Bolduc, he's up to 9 goals now. Yeah. We never had them. Now we have many. Yeah, I know, eh? Guys in the top 50 in scoring. So that's 3 in the top 50. Well, 3 in the top 40. When's the last time the Habs had 3 players in the top 40 in scoring? Got to be, well, it's definitely the first time this century. You'd have to go back. Maybe Turgeon Damphousse, those guys, maybe. If not, you'd go back to the 80s. That's crazy. Oh, what's going on now? 110 now. Okay, guys. Yeah, I like it. I don't actually get 100, but because they have to take their cut. But I'll almost be getting 100 now. Thank you very much. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just dollar signs dancing in my head here. 4th place. So let's have a look at the standings here. VHL, are the Habs in 4th? Go to the NHL. I didn't have time to see. Chester, my assistant, would have got this if. Okay, here we go. Canadians are tied for 5th now. 40 points. 1 point out of 3rd place in that conference. What a friggin' back and forth conference, eh? And they've got a game in hand on Detroit. So they're ahead of them in win percentage wise right now, I guess. The Habs are in 1st in the conference, or in the division again. 34 games, 40 points. They don't have the win percentages here, but yeah. So by win percentage, the Habs are 1st in the. That's unbelievable. I know Eric Macramella was talking about how they with the heavy schedule that they have here, and we was talking about it a couple of weeks ago, that they'll fall out of the race. Well, they're 1st in win percentage in the division still, and that's with by far the youngest team in the league, with 2 top 4 defensemen out right now, and 2 top 9 forwards, and 3 if you count line A, but 2. So, people that say fire Marty, fire this, that, after a loss, not just try to keep it in perspective, try to be patient. yeah, we're passionate and we can get a little revved up about things at times, but it's going to be okay. I think the Canadians will make the playoffs. You just need to get back some players here, but they're staying, hey, first place, so it's all good. Glad you can make it. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Well, I think the young lad there, yeah, it is deserved. It is deserved for sure. The Habs, I mean, not me. Thanks, Don. Habs season tickets. Yeah, there you go. We are first in the division in winning percentage. Yeah. I didn't see that, but Spider ups and downs, we're in great shape. When our team is healthy, it's going to be special. I don't ever recall being so excited for the here and now and the future. Well said, Mark. Yeah. Hey, Jeff and NG, thanks for chiming in. That's I think a new name. Carrier's best game. Well, he was good. +3, 24 minutes. By the way, what curse was broken? Win at home? Yeah. No, Bolduc. Bolduc hadn't scored a goal at home this year. All of his 7 goals had been on the road. So, yeah, that was what. And it's a picture of Bolduc in the thumbnail. So, yeah, that's the curse that's broken. See, it got you here. So you just got to be a little vague, and curiosity killed the cat, right? Youngest by almost 2 full years. Well, that's what I keep reading. Is it? It's under 25 now, right? 24 something. Crazy. And last year they were the youngest team ever to make the playoffs at 25.95 or something, and now they're in 24, in the 24s. Did you see Galley's face on the bench when they called back that goal? Yeah. Well, the poor guy. I mean, if it's not a goalie interference call against him, it's the freaking, it's this stuff. It's just crazy. But yeah, I wanted. Okay, thank you, because I was going to do the math on that, but so hey, what was it? A week ago or a couple of weeks ago, Blain said, hey, he'll score 20 goals at the end of the year. And I was saying at the time, you sure? He had 20 goals? The way, he hadn't had a goal at home and he was kind of struggling, and Blain looked like he was on the mark with that one too. I don't know if he'll be right about Fowler being sent back down, but maybe. Right now, Dobie with the win tonight, 12-5-2, I think his record is now this year. So until further notice, the starting goalie for the Canadians owns a good mattress. Just put it that way. One game at a time. Up on your feet. They will be 22 if they keep bringing up young guns from Laval. Yeah, bring up Reinbacher, man. Matheson out of the lineup. Bring up Reinbacher. They could be 23-9-5 for the next game. That'd be pretty cool, eh? Set some kind of record. Oh, Pierre's on the same page. Bring up Rhino. And Sheldon, yeah. Jeez, you guys all having a beer too? We all seem to be on the same wavelength there. All right. Well, I better get going. Thanks, guys, for all of the for breaking the 100 mark. It's really appreciated. And Saturday night we'll have a hootenanny. Okay. Christmas is coming. It'll be fun. Break out the eggnog. I hate eggnog. Oh, here's a new name. Chris Petal. Need to ride Dovish this time around. They literally made him cold trying to get Monty games. Yeah. He has a bad one. So what? Whenever Monty would have a bad game, when they were trying to get him going, didn't matter. Well, pretend he's Monty. Marty, pretend Dobie is Monty for a while here, or old Monty. Pierre, good night, everyone. Sleeps better in first place. Hallelujah. Thank you so much, cracking $100 tonight. Really good numbers. Probably 500-600 watched on YouTube already. So that's just fantastic. Did we read any updates on Matheson? How long he'd be out? No, just day to day. So I don't think. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious, and we can get him back. We can get him back sooner rather than later. But the boys pulled up the slack, right? Like even against Philly, really, couple of bad bounces, but for the most part, they played okay. Yeah. Well, on that note, thanks, Mark. Yeah, well, the show is going to keep growing. Just work hard and, keep building the community here. It's already a great bunch, and that helps. Like if you were a bunch of jerks, no, it wouldn't be building. It would be festering, but just the opposite's happening. So I'm fortunate. We've got a great group of people here, and we're blessed that we found each other, and let's just have a fun the rest of the year, the rest of the season. Let's just have some fun here, okay? And we're all in this together. Okay, I gotta let the young lad. I promised him I wouldn't be late tonight, so I got to go. Good night, and we'll see you Saturday night, I hope. Okay, bye for now.